Hello and good evening together. Today I want to talk a bit about the new episode of Sangoku no Lion, which aired today. And it was an interesting episode. I really have to say this because the balance between comedy and a more serious tone, but without getting into the full drama and serious parts, which was really nice because it was a great move and something new and refreshing for this series. And the only thing that annoyed me a bit, but on the other hand, annoyed sounds way too strong. It's more that they could stop with that part, and what I'm talking about is the cat animation about Shogi, which was played in between the two chapters of this episode. And this is literally the only thing that I think they could stop with it. I mean, for the first time it was nice as the ending. For the second time, yeah, okay, to get a reminder because there was a week of a delay between the episodes. And now for the third time, I'm like, well, I've seen it already twice. Now, third time, I think it should stop. So I hope we won't get more of it. I really, really hope it because these 2 minutes, they could use them in a better way. Or maybe it's just a filler to fill out some space. Because the episode would be too short, I don't know. Maybe it is like this. But let's get back to this episode. This episode started with Rei going to his shogi match against the elder person who was going to retire if he would lose this time. And we got a flashback of Kyoko saying that it makes someone think about it or even worry about it because Rei is such a nice guy, and it was kinda funny because at first it was really like this is kinda depressing, heavy mood or the atmosphere, because I have to mention this, Shaft is doing an amazing job to picture, frame and express the atmosphere. Just on a side note, I really had to say this once again. I don't even know how many times I've said it already or something along the lines. But yeah, Rei was going to his match and then he met his opponent for this match. And he was like this old, kinda not really high up walking with a straight back because, well, playing shogi for over 40 years and being picked or drawn like this kinda weak and old guy. And it was really funny when we got to the shrine and he was praying for something like, hey, I want to go home soon, but I don't really want to lose. And it was a nice shift of the mood because it was kinda a reverse fact of what we get from Rei. Rei's this, well, quiet and somewhat deadpan person if he's not throwing his reaction faces all the time because he's so shocked or stunned or overwhelmed by something. But normally he's this quiet and totally normal looking guy who may look kind of like a, sad one, but said this, from an outside view, it's hard to tell what is going on within him. And now it was the reverse effect with the elderly opponent, and he's being like walking and kind of shivering, being weak, and the way it was used, it felt to me like Ray was viewing him as someone who was going for his last walk, and then we got the shift of mood with the, well, I want to go home, but I don't want really to lose. And it was a nice mix with the comedy and even the drawing of the fortune paper. It was kind of hilarious. And then we got to the match. Well, Ray was running away because, yeah, seeing something like this makes you... no, I'm sorry. I really think so. Oh no, I shouldn't have seen this. Oh boy. And so we are jumping to the match, and Ray was waiting for his opponent to appear. And sorry that I forget his name, but yeah, I'm kind of weak with names. So, yep, deal with it. And he was walking in, and then he stopped. And after a few seconds, he continued to walk. And then we had this shogi match which was really, really entertaining to see because of their facial expressions and Ray's monologue, which was really hilarious at this point. And then after this, we go to the scenes after the match. And this was really, really nice. Ray wanted to take the stairs because he didn't really want to share the elevator with him, and he thought the same. So it was really funny, and then they were going to eat dinner and drinking more. And there they had this conversation which was kinda deep. Well, yeah, I'm going to stick with deep here because the retiring from the shogi can be reflected to giving up on life. Something you love to do, even though you don't know how to answer the question if you like it, what you're doing. But if you're enjoying, if you win, if you're sour or bitter because you lose, and something like this, it's kind of a indication that you really like what you're doing, be it shogi or any other type of sports or video games or whatever, in a competitive way. And even for work, if you are only stressed out by work, it may not the best thing for you, but if you have the times that you really enjoy it, that you are happy to go to work and having a good time, even though it may be very busy or whatever, then yeah, it's that you like your job. And I'm saying this because I personally really like my job, and I'm a customer supporter in a call center. So I kinda feel like this because there are times it is busy, but overall I really like it, and all the different people you are talking to and dealing with, and some with the small talks and some people you hear very, very often. It's, you kind of start to know each other, and it's just more than your, well, hi and goodbye things. So anyways, back to the episode. I really should stop with my personal monologues here. Okay, they got with a nice conversation about retiring from shogi, and this was another part that blended the lighthearted comedy with hidden meanings, but hidden is used more in a way that it comes really straight into your face. Maybe. At least it was for me like this. And because we really had this conversation and it was, hey, retiring from shogi, I don't want to lose, I really want to continue on. And that was really what made me laugh, and also thinking a bit about it, because whatever the reason may be, it's what you like to do, or maybe it's just some way to escape some other things you had to do other ways. But yeah, it was this lighthearted feelings, because his reasons were basically, if I'm retiring, I have to do the work at home, like washing dishes, watching the grandson or granddaughter. I don't even know what it is, but yeah, it was kind of hilarious, because Ray thought it was this deep meaning conversation, and then the comedy strikes again. But on the other side, comedy may let it look like something funny or lighthearted, but comedy can also be a great way to express something serious. And this is, at least for me and from my point of view, which happened in this episode. The comedy was delivering the meanings about life. If you should give up on something you love or not, just because you may lose it or so on. And Kyoko's reaction to it was really, really funny, because she wanted to mess with Rei again, and he was like, nope, that's not going to happen. And I really wonder how she will react to this in the next episode. If it will be her being bitter about it because she can't mess with him, or if it will be like, well, let me think for a second. Yeah, maybe she will throw a tantrum and going on a rampage. I don't know, but I can easily see her doing this. So, and I just also have to mention Darth Vader appeared in this episode. It was really, really funny. I had to stop the episode and I had to laugh, because Darth Vader showing up, it was really unexpected. So, nice job here, Chef. Nice job. And I don't know if this happened in the manga, because I haven't started it yet. So, yeah. And that's it for now. I will see you guys next time. Adios.